Pleased to be back with you for another episode of On the Bench presented by The Bench Market, and we're pleased to be joined by Vees assistant captain Casey McDonald today. Casey, first off, thanks for joining us here today. And you look back at the weekend that was for the Vees in the regular season, their opening weekend of the regular season. Back-to-back victories on Friday against Vernon, on Saturday against Wenatchee. How did those games go for the Vees over the course of the weekend? Friday seemed like a really exciting night, obviously honoring the Penticton Knights of the 1985-86 season. There was a lot of energy in the building, and Saturday a good come-from-behind victory.
Yeah, no, I think Friday was definitely a lot of energy in the city and in the rink, so it was gave us a little extra boost for the home opener, and yeah, it was great to come out with a win for that one.
And then Saturday, come from behind win. You get a goal from your captain in overtime from Finn Williams. Saturday seemed like a kind of game that, is one of those games that when you look back on the schedule, kind of a grinded out, gritty game. Wenatchee is a team that you didn't really know all that well. Two teams that kind of, I felt like, over the course of the game is almost like a chess match a little bit, where you give some and then you take some. But what did you see from Saturday night? Because it seemed like it was a bit of a grinding game, but this team found a way to score late and then win it in overtime.
Yeah, I think it was a really good game, like you said, back and forth. We threw punches, they threw punches back, and then you said, like, we found a way. Our captain scored our overtime winner, and we found a way to come out on top, so that was nice.
And it seemed like, over the course of the first two games of the season, and even in the preseason as well, you found ways to win games in different ways. When you look to trailing going into the third period, or, you have a lead, protecting a lead, does that help you guys down the stretch run of things and knowing that you can win games in different ways? You look at Friday's game, I thought, the Vees were the better team all the way throughout. And then Saturday's game was a bit of a different story where, you have to grind to get your goals and you have to grind to protect that lead. But, is that one of those things where, it really helps the team going down the stretch, is knowing different ways you can win games?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that'll be huge for us going down the stretch, especially towards the end of the season and towards the playoffs. I mean, if you can win anyway, physical, play with speed, it just gives you a better chance every night.
Let's talk about you a little bit and growing up in Saskatchewan, Plenty, Saskatchewan to be exact. I know it's a proud thing for you to be from that town. Take us through what that town is like, and I know a smaller town in Saskatchewan, but somewhere that holds close to home, obviously.
Yeah, no, so it's a super small town. It's like, I don't know, 140 people. Yeah, so there's a high school there, or school, it's K-12, so I went from kindergarten all the way to grade 12 through there. And yeah, no, it's a farming community, so we live on a farm, which is, I love it. It's great.
So you mentioned living on the farm. Is that something that, through the summer, there's a lot of players that obviously train and go to the gym, and I'm sure you do as well, but is that one of those things where you almost get that added workout by working on the farm in the summer?
Yeah, for sure. Like, you're up early, or I don't know, doing whatever, throwing chemical jugs around or whatnot. So yeah, it definitely gives you a little extra boost there for sure.
Obviously, Saskatchewan is a place that's known for its cold winters. I'm sure that's something that you've felt over the course of your career and the course of your life. But growing up playing minor hockey in Saskatchewan, take us through what that minor hockey journey was for you.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. So I played in Dawsland, Saskatchewan, which is about 10 minutes down the highway. And you got to play with all my buddies growing up, which was awesome. We would travel together, carpool around Saskatchewan, and so it was lots of fun.
So you go from playing minor hockey in Saskatchewan to then playing in the United States Hockey League in 2 years with the Fargo Force. What was that experience like for you to go down south and play hockey? Is it the first time that you went to the U.S. to play hockey?
Yeah, it was the first time I went there to play hockey. It was a pretty big jump at the start from midget AAA in Saskatchewan to the USHL. But no, I was fortunate. We had two really good teams. Last year we made it to the final and ended up losing. But it was a really good experience for me.
And you make the decision to come to Penticton in your 20-year-old year. What kind of factored into that decision for you to come back to Canada to play?
I think just like with the program here in Penticton, it's just so historical with the players they move on and how many championships they win and stuff like that. And with COVID and stuff going on, it's a little easier for my family to watch the games, because last year they didn't get to come down at all and see any games in person. So
I know you had your family on hand on Friday and Saturday. Yeah. How was that experience for them?
Yeah, it was awesome. They loved it. Little change of scenery from Saskatchewan, so they were pretty excited.
I wanted to ask about that change of scenery too, because obviously, Penticton's I'm sure a plenty different place than Plenty, Saskatchewan. So when you come here to Penticton, you've had a chance to be here for almost a month now. What's that been like for you, being out in the community and seeing the town, but then also playing here in Penticton as well?
It's unbelievable place to live. Like, just the warm weather, you got beaches on each side of you, and and it's great to play here. It's the best spot to play junior hockey. The whole town's behind us. We got great fan support throughout the community, and it's awesome.
So I'll ask you a couple questions, a couple of quick questions here to wind things up. You've had a chance to be in the room for a month now.
Yeah.
Who's the funniest guy in that locker room right now?
Oh boy, I'd say Beanie Richter. Yeah, he's always cracking jokes and playing. Yeah, I'd say he's got the cake for that one.
Obviously, you've got pretty good hair. I think that's pretty obvious right now. That's why I don't let you wear hats in videos. But when you look at around the team, are you the guy who's got the best hair? Is there someone who's got better? Because there's some pretty good flow this year.
There is, yeah. Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. There's a few guys that have some pretty good flow, but I don't know. I'd say right now I got the flow for the cake, but Josh has lots of hair.
He does, yeah. He's Ethan Mann, I think, also.
Manner's got good hair too, yeah. No, there's a few guys that are close.
All right, to wrap things up, we'll now hear a question from our special guest.
Hey Vees fans, Finn Williams here. I have a question for Casey here. Casey, who has the best shoe game on the team?
Ooh, shoe game. I'd say Smitty. He's Spencer Smith's got some pretty good shoe game. He's always dripped out coming to the rink and different kicks.
I would agree.